5 of the most iconic stadiums in Premier League history were told, thanks but no thanks for Euro 2028. Sounds impossible, right? But here's the kicker. It's not just about the football. It's about everything from luxury suites to outdated infrastructure to UEFA's hidden rules. What exactly made these stadiums unfit for the grandest stage in European football? Let's break down why these hallowed grounds, loved by millions, won't get their moment in the spotlight. Anfield, the fortress, the spiritual home of Liverpool Football Club and the site of countless legendary moments. From the iconic "You'll Never Walk Alone" to unforgettable European nights, Anfield is more than just a stadium. It's the heart and soul of Liverpool. But here's the catch. Despite its rich history and global fame, Anfield won't be hosting any games for Euro 2028. The reason? It's all about capacity and infrastructure. Anfield simply doesn't meet UEFA's strict tournament standards. UEFA regulations require a standard pitch size of 105 meters by 68 meters. But Anfield's playing field is only about 101 meters long, roughly 4 meters short. On top of that, the stadium's location in a densely populated area presents further challenges. Tight streets surround the stadium, and with limited transport options, getting tens of thousands of fans in and out efficiently is a near impossible task. For a major tournament like Euro 2028, efficiency is key, and Anfield simply doesn't have the infrastructure to support it. As far back as 2012, Liverpool's owner, John Henry, highlighted the stadium's structural limitations, especially concerning expansion. Henry explained that there are homes behind the main stand. Expansion of the main stand would have to be a priority for the city, community, and immediate neighborhood in order for that to occur. We cannot and will not act unilaterally. This challenge, coupled with the need for community buy-in to buy out houses and regenerate the area, made Anfield's expansion a long, complicated process. Even with significant renovations, Anfield falls short of UEFA's strict requirements, especially its capacity, media facilities, and corporate accommodations, all of which are essential for a major tournament. This feels like throwing a rock at a hornet's nest. Liverpool fans are buzzing with anger, and for good reason. Anfield is a sacred place for them, and being rejected for Euro 2028 stings more than a bee bite. Old Trafford, home to Manchester United, one of the biggest football clubs in the world. Known as the Theatre of Dreams, it's hosted some of football's most iconic moments. But despite its legendary status, Old Trafford won't be hosting Euro 2028. Why? The issue is modernisation. Old Trafford has a seating capacity of around 74,000, but it's old. While impressive, the facilities are outdated and don't meet UEFA's modern standards. The VIP boxes and media facilities are insufficient for a tournament of this scale. UEFA demands state-of-the-art amenities for executives, sponsors, and media. Old Trafford's lack of upgrades has left it behind. Joel Glazer, co-chairman of Manchester United, acknowledged this in the wake of 2021 fan protests, stating, "We recognise that we will need to significantly increase investment in Old Trafford and our training complex to ensure that the club's facilities remain among the best in Europe." After 16 years of minimal development, Old Trafford hasn't kept up with modern standards. Fans are used to the club's glamour, but even they can't ignore the fact that Old Trafford hasn't had the overhaul other Premier League stadiums have seen. Unlike Arsenal's Emirates or Manchester City's Etihad, Old Trafford's changes have been cosmetic, not structural. Despite being one of the largest stadiums in the UK, Old Trafford misses out because at the end of the day, luxury and modern amenities are just as important as the size of the crowd. And for UEFA, that's a non-negotiable. The Emirates Stadium isn't just a home for Arsenal. It's a symbol of the club's evolution into a modern football powerhouse. Opened in 2006, this state-of-the-art venue was built with one goal in mind: to provide a world-class experience for players and fans alike. With its sleek design and impeccable facilities, the Emirates might seem like an obvious choice for hosting Euro 2028. But despite its beauty and modernity, it faces a critical flaw that led to its rejection. The issue with the Emirates: location. While it stands as one of the most impressive stadiums in Europe, its placement in North London presents a challenge. The surrounding area simply isn't equipped to handle the massive logistical requirements of an international tournament. The area's dense traffic, limited parking spaces, and narrow streets make crowd control a nightmare, especially for a tournament that requires seamless access for thousands of fans, media personnel, and VIPs. The stadium may be close to London's public transport network, but when it comes to hosting a high-profile event like Euro 2028, accessibility is key, and the Emirates simply doesn't have it. While fans would love to see it host international matches, the logistical hurdles and lack of infrastructure for a large-scale event put the Emirates on the sidelines for this major European tournament. Stamford Bridge is the heartbeat of Chelsea Football Club, one of the most successful clubs in English football. With its rich history, intense atmosphere, and proximity to the heart of London, Stamford Bridge has earned a reputation as one of the most iconic football grounds in the world. But despite its prestige, UEFA has decided that this historic stadium won't be part of Euro 2028. So, what's the real reason? Located in a densely populated area of West London, Stamford Bridge's access points are severely limited. The nearest underground station, Fulham Broadway, is often overcrowded, especially on match days, and has limited capacity to handle the volume of people needed for a major international event. Additionally, the surrounding roads are narrow and frequently congested, which means that managing large crowds of spectators and VIPs during Euro 2028 would be a logistical nightmare. More specifically, the station and surrounding infrastructure simply weren't built to handle the demands of major international tournaments. According to UEFA's technical criteria, venues need a minimum of 12,000 spaces in hospitality suites, plus an extensive media centre capable of hosting the world's press. Stamford Bridge falls short here, with an insufficient number of luxury suites and media facilities. In contrast, modern stadiums like those at the Allianz Arena or the Metropolitano Stadium offer comprehensive upgrades, such as fully equipped VIP areas and state-of-the-art media zones that meet UEFA's high standards for a large-scale European tournament. Todd Boehly, the American businessman and co-owner of Chelsea Football Club, has hinted strongly that the long-term solution is a brand new stadium, rather than a piecemeal expansion. Boehly, who also co-owns the Los Angeles Dodgers, became part of the ownership group that took over Chelsea in 2022. He stated, "Long-term, I think we're going to build something new, and I think we'll figure it out." Chelsea fans are understandably disappointed, but the reality is clear. Stamford Bridge's location and infrastructure limitations make it a non-starter for Euro 2028. Celtic Park, known as Paradise, is a stadium steeped in history and tradition. Home to Celtic Football Club and their passionate fan base, it's one of the most iconic venues in European football, known for its electric atmosphere. But despite the history and the fierce support from its fans, Celtic Park has been rejected as a venue for Euro 2028. Why? The answer isn't what you might expect. The main reason for Celtic Park's exclusion comes down to the lack of modern technological infrastructure required for an international tournament of this scale. UEFA has strict criteria when it comes to the technological capabilities of host stadiums, especially for major tournaments like Euro 2028. While Celtic Park has made significant improvements over the years, it still lags behind in terms of the cutting-edge technology that UEFA demands. From high-speed internet access to broadcast and media facilities, modern stadiums need to have state-of-the-art infrastructure that can handle the demands of live international broadcasts, press conferences, and the real-time demands of an event like Euro 2028. Celtic Park, while iconic, lacks the necessary broadcast infrastructure and technology hubs that modern European venues like the Allianz Arena or Metropolitano Stadium offer, making it ill-suited for the scale of the tournament. While the atmosphere at Celtic Park is second to none, and the venue would undoubtedly be full of passionate supporters, it doesn't meet the technological benchmarks needed to host a high-profile European event in the digital age. As Euro 2028 draws closer, it's clear that not all iconic Premier League stadiums are fit for the grand stage. Whether it's outdated infrastructure, insufficient amenities, or logistical challenges, these stadiums may have the legacy, but they lack the modern requirements that UEFA demands. As the tournament approaches, it'll be fascinating to see which venues will rise to the occasion and which will be left behind. If you enjoyed this video, then you may like our other video titled Inside the 5 Best Premier League Stadiums coming 2025 to 2030. Be sure to check it out for an inside look at the future of Premier League football.